Well, here we go.
All right. And then I was like, you might have seen one this big, but you have never seen two this big, lady. I guarantee you that. So it was
wild. And that's what happened in Kansas City, folks.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Thank you.
I love nothing better than interrupting whoever's attempting to start the show and just stomping all over all the hours of work that you've put in planning the beginning of this thing. It's fine.
Well, this is the perfect time because I put in exactly 7 seconds in planning it because Ian just said, "Hey, start this."
Well, then you're good, Jason.
Perfect.
Well,
and I'll just stand a stone wall for the rest of the day.
All right. Well, welcome back to the Flannel Panel, everyone. We got Jason, who's semi-opened the show. So now you've got past that hump, and you're good to go for the rest of it, right?
I'll run it all.
Past that hump, I'm not sure if that's good. Corey, and we have Ty. Troy is racing down the highway, and he should be jumping on at some point. Not sure if he's driving or if he's loaded. We'll see. It could be coming in hot.
Let's hope for loaded.
I was like, so
I'm betting the latter. I mean, it's Whiskey Wednesday for those Ohio boys. I mean,
that is crazy.
I definitely want to compliment Ty on his t-shirt. I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah. The Dad's Drinking Bourbon, John posted this.
Oh,
man,
that's really cool.
It was like the coolest shirt ever. Yeah.
What does it say? Introverted, but
willing to discuss bourbon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm just the opposite. I am an extrovert with social anxiety. It's an interesting. Yeah.
Fine.
I'm great in the moment, but as soon as the camera goes off, I'm like, oh, this is terrible. I'm so bad. I'm just gonna go hide under a pillow.
Yeah.
Like performing when the camera's on.
Hey-o.
Yeah. Watch the playback. Take notes.
It's true. We got some people in the chat already. This is awesome.
Yep. Funny story. I've never watched one of our playbacks. That's probably something I need to deal with in therapy. I haven't been able to do it yet.
So is this like when Michael?
Are we talking about Flannel Panel right now, or something else?
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure therapy looks a lot different that way for him.
Because you got
Jason, Michael Keaton said in an interview he doesn't watch superhero movies, and I was like, "You were Batman, dumbass! Like, what do you mean you don't watch superhero movies? And you were in a Spider-Man movie? Like, what the hell? What do you mean you don't watch them?" I'm sure the producer and director was just over on the side of that interview stage, just dying, going, "Please, Michael Keaton, shut up."
With a vulture action figure in the background.
Yeah, like you're Batman. Oh, Conway's going to quit watching the show if we don't all wear flannel. Damn it,
Conway, I'm sweating it out. It's so humid right now.
I turned the AC on just for this.
Yeah.
And I figured if I wear the fridge hat, that'll cool me down. This is actually a liquor store that Corey took me to in Manhattan, the Fridge liquor store.
I'm flannel on the inside. I'm so flannel, Conway. I'm flannel lined.
PBR is flannel adjacent. I mean, it's as flannel adjacent as you're going to get.
What's
son of a bitch? Oh, it's a Syndicate tattooed T-shirt that looks like.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
this one is since it's summer. This is the Happy Gilmore. I wear the old Happy Gilmore flannel.
Nice.
I like it.
Oh, Ty's got the flannel going. Oh. What do you guys got into today for? Oh, go ahead, Ty.
Oh, I was going to say the one benefit of having your master bathroom under construction is my entire closet is in my office right now. So Conway, this is for you.
Yeah.
What's the magic rooms? That way the costume change can happen.
Exactly.
Oh, and when is it the end of the show we're doing the auction for the painting? I bid at $1,500.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what was the bid? Because I can ship.
I can ship. Yeah. I think you can definitely pull that for that one. That was my far my favorite one. My favorite one you've done.
We went to a night. We went to this night market local artist show, and you definitely could pull that kind of money.
Well,
with the kind of professionalism you were. Granted, I never critique anyone for their art. Their art is their point of view is theirs, and I respect it. But there was some dude that just had photographs of toilet paper and stacked toilet paper. Now I think sent a picture of it.
Oh yeah. She sent
It
out
was a black and white photo of a roll of toilet paper.
Yeah. Did anyone buy it though? That's the.
I don't know. We didn't. I'm sure everybody took a picture of it and posted it, so maybe it did its job.
Right. If it
But
got
yeah,
everyone to
except-
go over to the booth to look around, then maybe that works. It was $2,400. The TP photo.
I know COVID's raised that price, but
yeah, there was a time I think you were getting that for.
I think that's what Matt posted. Finally, toilet paper's
Conway, done.
That's perfect.
Yes. All right.
You could do it. So you could also.
And I won't even shit. Here. I'll drive that MF to Texas. That'll be fine.
So in Utah, the big kind of kitschy stuff is they'll do a Salt Lake, Utah, SL, UT, and that's on all the T-shirts. So you could do. We'll put that up.
We'll do a limited run of 4, so it'll be a giant F, a giant U.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So I think if you send that to Conway, part of the caveat has to be this has to be displayed in your living room. Like,
no,
you don't get to put it in the garage.
The garage living, yeah.
No. I think it has to be in the garage, though.
Yeah,
garage living.
That's his jam.
Yeah.
I just want to see his wife have to deal with that for a while.
On brand.
Oh, my old conservative neighbors, I'd put it up on the door. I'd shellac and put it on the door.
We've noticed a downturn in the number of solicitors lately.
Yeah.
We already have rumors that we have a witch living with us, so Matt keeps them away.
Not gonna touch that one. I'm just gonna hang out over here by myself and drink my beer. Thanks, Jason.
Although, speaking of garage living, if you haven't checked that out, just Google garage. I don't know the website, but garage living on, and he's in Dallas. Is he Dallas or
Dallas and Houston?
Dallas and Houston. So check that
and
out.
Austin. I
All
think.
of Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they service, I think, all of Texas.
He owns the Texas area.
Well then. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, and great stuff. Check out their Instagram too. I think they have a pretty cool clip up there. So check that out. Fun stuff.
It's garages and bitching cars. I mean, like
it's
and by garages, we mean like pimp my garage, like
fancy nice one. Not like mine. That's
it's not like here's a nice tire rack that we put up.
Yeah, I got there's paint all over the floor of mine and like random shit all over the place, boxes and stuff. That's not that.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no more magic crap.
Good point. And I didn't learn how to do any magic while it was there, so it didn't really do me any good. I'm glad it's back with you. There were magic books in my house. There were like the little squeezy spongy balls were like, oh, how many are in my hand? 9. Like that. Nope. None of it. Learned none of it.
It's funny when Conway came to visit, when y'all came to visit last year, Nat and I had a specific conversation about that because we weren't really worried as much of the condition of the house, but we were so self-conscious of the condition of our garage. We didn't want to show it to Conway.
That's hilarious.
And now it's even worse, but yeah, we was like, do we need to clean this? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll
He's
just
not
keep
at
the
work.
door
He's here
shut.
to drink.
We'll just keep the door shut. Yeah.
For
He's not
sure.
here to work. He's here to drink. Let's go.
Speaking of the state of the garage, Jason, how's that bar coming along?
Very good.
Yeah.
You have to understand that my work hours are like dog years, my ADD hours. So like for every 1 hour productivity usually takes me like 8 to 12 hours. So, but I do have it done. I have it all ready to pour. Actually, I'm going to pour epoxy tomorrow. So I'll have some after. Hope. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Go live.
Yeah.
All right. Watch it all leak around. Although I had my boy, Jared, he actually, he did the final inspection with the silicone sealant to make sure it was airtight or watertight. So fingers crossed, it should look pretty good.
Yeah, man. Get some pictures up on
I will.
that.
I bet it looks
World
awesome.
in My Glass. Oh, and
What?
there we go.
Oh,
Boom.
Sorry for my tardiness.
coming in hot.
Are you coming in hot? Were you driving or loaded? That was the question.
I was chauffeured home.
Oh,
Yes, we're ready.
Driven like a proper gentleman, you jerks.
Question answered.
We have prime Troy.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of whiskey and a lot of food. Dave and Sue had us over, and they had some sort of they have it just built like an outdoor fireplace pizza oven type of thing. So we had like baked pasta and salad and stuff, and we got done eating all that. I thought dinner was over, and then they started making pizzas. So like half hour later, we had pizza. So
Oh, it's awesome. Sounds like a good time.
Stuff.
And a ton of whiskey.
What was that?
So I just changed the name on the thumbnail from Tease to Troy. So I should have left it Tease for this weekend. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm not. I'm pretty well behaved.
No. No, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, Corey, you've been you went to Vegas.
I did
since we last talked.
A week. Yeah, it was the so my wife and I got married in Vegas 20 years ago. So 20th anniversary. We went back to Vegas for a week. We've gone back about every 4 or 5 years anyway, and do usually some sort of like recommitment ceremony or renew your vows or something like that. This time we took the boys, and they've never gone. So, but it was different because when Kim and I go, like we can burn a whole afternoon just at the pool or down on Fremont, just, sitting at a bar, watching idiots walk around. Like that's perfectly fine entertainment for me, but you can't do that with like a 12-year-old and a 17-year-old at the time. So, or not as much anyway. So yeah, we went to like a million shows, it seemed like, which is it's not a cheap way to do Vegas, but it was fun. So it was good for them. We did everything from Tournament of Kings, which is basically an $80 turkey leg with a jousting show, and then we did we went to Beatles Love, which is awesome, at the Mirage. We went to a wild art exhibit called Omega Mart, which looks like a shopping mall, or not like a grocery store, and you walk in front and then it turns into this wild art maze escape room mystery thing in the back. Like it's really wild. That was super awesome. We'd spend a day at the pool, the shark pool at the Golden Nugget, which is a slide that runs through the shark tank, and we do the cabana and the whole thing. We're there for a whole day. And thanks to our good friend Ty, when you know a magician, he can sometimes make magic happen, and we had incredible seats for David Copperfield thanks to Ty. And I have never done that. I've been to Vegas for 20 years and never going to see David Copperfield because I was like, I don't know, man, Copperfield's not really my jam. It's like, girls and sheets swirling around and shit like that, and I'm just like, it's just not my kind of magic. And Ty was like, you should probably really see David Copperfield, and God damn it, go see David Copperfield. Like that was one of the best things I've ever seen. It was so good. It was so good. He did like it was incredible. So yeah, I was really happy that we went. And I can't believe that we've never gone. So that was super cool of Ty to hook that up. We had killer seats. Like David Copperfield was close enough that like I could have reached out and he was like right at arm's length away at one point during the show as well. So cool. Super cool.
So did you do the vow renewal this time? Like, did you take your boys and like, no,
we didn't ever. By the time we did everything else, everyone was so tired. I was like, are we really going to go do this? And Kim's like, no, I don't think so. Like, and they would have been so bored, right? They would have been like, this is dumb. Like they would have been like, we could be at a pool or watching Knights jousting or David Copperfield making a Tyrannosaurus Rex jump out of his ass or something like that right now. Why are we sitting in this little room watching mom and dad like lovingly stare at each other and say nice things? Like that's not fun. That's
like, Dad, we get it. You love each other.
Gross.
So, are you still married, or did the license expire? How does that work?
No, I think in Vegas it's forever.
Okay.
So, or until you pay.
It was like your driver's license.
Yeah, like you pay an attorney. Yeah, I think they had. So I think we're in good shape.
She looked at Corey. We good? Corey's like, we're good.
We're fine.
Right.
We're fine.
We're done here.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun, and then it was back home and readjusted to a 2-hour time change in the wrong direction to get up at 4 a.m, go to a morning show. But other than that, we were fine.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Well,
And I gotta figure out these transition stuff better because
Oh,
yeah, it's terrible. Anyways,
I love Ian's like there's silence. He just goes,
yeah. What? Where do I move to now?
you're like our
Yes. Indeed.
It's so hot right now, and I'm in the basement. The AC's been. Oh, the AC was off, and I just got back from my daughter's soccer game. This flannel is Conway.
Tarps off.
Nah. Nobody wants
That's off,
that.
boys.
Nobody wants that.
It gets hot in Canada. I thought it was like polar bears up there all the time and stuff.
The odd time it gets a little warm. Yeah.
I like your transitions, Ian. It kind of reminds me. It gives us a little class like NPR. I always get that. You have an NPR sophisticated voice, which doesn't fit with the rest of us. So it's perfect. You're driving the bus. It just happens to be a short bus.
Oh well. I'm not sure if I like this analogy.
I'm just back here licking the windows.
I know about that.
I'm glad you said windows. I'm glad you
It would have got more weird, that's for sure.
yeah.
Hey, Corey has another
Hey,
story
oh.
he could go with.
I'm sorry. I am a very poor father. My son made a bunch of flannel panel stickers for me.
What?
Yeah. And if I only had another son that could hear me, could possibly go get them.
Subtle.
Yeah, well played.
Are you using YouTube as that in-house intercom right now?
No, he's actually about that way.
Oh,
funny.
it's gonna be like, whoa.
No. Yeah, but yeah, he made a bunch of really cool. He made some home bar stickers and some flannel panel flag stickers, and
That's cool.
I tried him out to see how he'd do if I made some logos and stuff. So, and he passed with flying colors. Now I just need to pay him.
Yeah, then you need to start tagging some of downtown Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Putting them place.
That's a great idea, actually. Oh, that's why
It's
y'all
like
make
Corey
good
does
ones.
marketing
I know.
professionally for his career.
Speaking of marketing, earlier I was talking about the so Nat brought him down.
That's the best.
So it was the YouTube
It was the
intercom
system.
system.
System. That's
So
crazy.
these would be perfect out around Salt Lake. It's just the flannel panel or die flag sticker.
Yep.
Here, let's get that.
So got a bunch of those.
Show
Oh,
that.
you're
back
now
up
your
there
ISO
again.
back up front.
Yeah, there you
Show
go.
that back. Oh yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
nice.
And while you got that pulled up, I was telling there was a guy that was doing microtransaction or micro commissions, he called it, and it was $1 a minute. You just told him what to draw, and just let him go to town. And I let him. I paid him 30 minutes and just told him about our flannel panel. I said, just draw whatever you come up with when you think flannel panel, and he drew this. So I thought it was pretty cool. I'll post that on the flannel panel.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
funny.
That's awesome.
So he made it like a little 4-person YouTube. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep. And the only thing I was gonna not criticize, I was gonna ask him is I liked all these doctors' names. I just want to make this guy Doug, which coincidentally is going to be my avatar. I'm going to use this as my avatar for a while because it sadly looks unfortunately similar. So anyway, so shout out to him. His name is Dog Paws Cartoonist.
That's cool.
I'll put some of that up on the flannel panel as well.
So $1 a minute.
$1 a minute. Yeah, he says just pick. He says the more general, the better. He says, but you can just pick whatever you want me to draw, and I'll go do it. So I said, I told him about the flannel panel. I said, draw something with flannel, and that's what he came up with. It's fun to watch him.
$1 a minute's a lot cheaper than the rate Corey was getting in Vegas this last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Confirmed.
I must have missed that part. What was your service you were offering?
I wasn't offering. It was offered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's the you throw this away handout. Hey, don't take those kids. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, you take one of those and they're all coming.
Yeah.
They always say Hollywood is like the city of stars. I see way more stars in Vegas every time. Like each of those postcards, there's 2 or 3 on all of them.
Yeah. Yep. I think so.
Every time.
Hey James, if you can hear me, post your Etsy page in the comments so I can shout it out. Once again, terrible father, don't know his Etsy page.
And that's the stickers. Does he do anything else?
He does the sticker. He does t-shirt transfers, just
Oh, cool.
anything vinyl related. But yeah, I think stickers, t-shirts. He's made me like hot heating pads or oven mitt pad things.
Heating
stuff
pads.
like that.
Like the hot.
Yeah, like the ones. Yeah, the hot.
Yeah.
My
I
brain
was
doesn't
like, he
work.
makes heating pads. Isn't that like somebody throw on your back after?
No,
day of
yeah,
golf?
the oven. Yeah,
Like a pot holder.
Gotcha.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
You never know. I even started nootropics this week, and you can't even freaking tell. I guess I better wait another week before I brag about it.
Nootropics.
They want it back.
Explain this.
Like Joe Rogan's on it in the brain enhancing.
Listen, don't take whatever brain enhancer Joe Rogan's taking.
Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
That's usually the one that most people know is the on it, but it's a different one. It's called Thesis. I'm in the test. It's just a nutritional supplement that's designed to supposedly enhance your brain functions.
I was listening.
And apparently, they might want me to stop talking about them the way I'm acting.
It will just increase your dosage. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, no,
you need way more.
So I'm in a testing. They sent me it's a 4-packet, or it was 4 separate packages of a week supplement, and they were different recipes. I'm supposed to take one. Apparently, the last one I tried didn't work as well, so we're going to try on the new one.
Today I think it'd be like, so I took them all the first day, and this hasn't worked for shit.
Yeah, so the first recipe you take, and then, like I said, I just started. You're not wrong.
You're in the control group. God damn it! You didn't even know.
Dang it! I feel great, but
well, if you're trying to balance it
anymore.
Joe Rogan style, it's like you have to balance with the other stuff that he's probably taking, which means you have to also get in a whole bunch of weed and eat like 5 pounds of elk every week, and then what hydroxychloroquine or whatever. Like you gotta balance out the rest of the drugs to make it all work.
I bought into the hype because, as we well know from these last few minutes, my brain ain't working like it used to.
Yeah, he's
so
a
we figure
son of
what
a
the heck.
bitch, but I'm not ingesting anything because he says to.
No, like this one, it's a company called Thesis, and I mean it. So
sounds
we'll
smart.
see. Exactly, it sounds
like it.
smart, and that's the only way you can get me to eat a mushroom. So it has mushroom extract.
I don't know about
You're
that.
eating mushrooms?
Like,
Oh,
what
I hate
kind of
mushrooms.
mushrooms are we
I'll have
talking
to write down
about?
the
This
name of
one
the
is.
company.
He's actually
we'll
just
see.
microdosing or whatever
Joe
Joe Rogan does as well.
Yeah, go to a Post Malone show. You can get some mushrooms. That's a Salt Lake City thing.
But yeah, it's like the lion's mane or whatever the heck it is. Some of those.
Sure, it's Maine.
We'll find out if I'm fired next week. We'll know it had something else in it.
I feel like there's a lot of things being said.
There's a lot of
online
things
right
being
now
happening.
that
I like
should
this.
not be.
This is
Too many
an
inside
80s
jokes at
joke
once.
fest right now. This is
Yeah.
happening. Just firing from all directions. Then I get to the end, they'd be like, "What was the show about?" Well, Jason's eating like powdered lion penis, and Corey's lost his, like luggage in Vegas, and I think Ty's on tour with David Copperfield and Troy, and Ian apparently moved to the desert because it's very hot.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of things happening right now.
Yes.
What was that?
And I haven't even started drinking yet. It's a good segue. Oh shit! I guess we're opening it.
Oh, it's
So I good segue. Oh, was that me? No, my bad. No, I'm sitting there once again. I'm losing. I was trying to open an open bottle, so we're opening it.
What bottle is it?
So as a very poor segue goes, it's Grease's 40th birthday,
Yes.
and I wanted to cheers the man properly, so I figured I would cheers with some bed pour.
Oh.
He still has unopened bed pours.
I do.
I do too. I have an unopened bed pour.
Well, not anymore because
Oh, look at this.
I was like, I opened my bed pour and left it next to an air mattress when Corey was at my house.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
It's like, whoa. Well, that's what made it the magic room. So
In that same vein, like cheers, Grease. Like
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Shark repellent. That's solid. I'm actually running an old one as well. Ain't half bad.
yeah.
Damn it. All right, now let me
Yeah,
get
it might
This
be a
one here's-
bottle kill tonight too. Look at that. It's getting,
Potentially
low.
This is a bottle kill today. I'm in trouble.
That alpha brain's gonna be tough tomorrow.
That's only 90 proof.
Oh, damn it.
Corey's
drinking
stepping up
PBR.
his game.
Yeah, Corey's fine. So, Troy, what do you got into?
I was like,
I'm
there you
drinking
go.
shark repellent, but I just realized that I never put the sticker on. I think I
Oh.
saved the sticker to put on a cooler or something. So.
I did the exact same thing. Yeah, I did the same thing.
So
I ordered 6 of them and was like, why did I not save one of those? I'm a dumbass. Like,
You don't have any left, or the stickers?
well, the stickers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, gotta put the stickers on, and then
Yeah.
freaking dumb.
Helps in resale value though with a sticker.
Corey,
Right.
what'd you pour?
The Oak and Thieves.
Oh yes, the
Nice.
Russell's man too.
Russell's man.
Look at that.
Nice.
So I would.
It was what was
I would-
close.
So I'd say here's to
Yeah.
the man, one of the men that got us here. He's the reason we're all sitting virtually in this room today, and we love the man. So
Yeah.
cheers to you,
Absolutely.
Grace.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't like to talk
Give
about
him
love
too
and
much
men.
credit.
That's right. Not live on the
I was
internet
like-
anyway.
Will was,
What was that,
Will
Troy?
I don't generally like to talk about love and men on the internet.
It's a new era. It's all good, man.
That's fine. It's fine.
that brain stuff has got Jason in a whole new light.
I like it. Your comedy is way up, just so you know.
And Dave absolutely does love bottle kills. I
Oh,
can
he is
attest
on
to
a
that.
mission this week.
Is he?
Oh, he's on vacation, so he's trying to get. I was misled. I thought he was like drinking a bottle a day. He's just trying to empty something every day. So he may start with
Oh,
something
okay.
circling the drain. So I was thinking,
Yeah.
he was like in mid-season form, but he's just playing around.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, you
Yeah,
sent
that
that text out, and I was like, dude's finishing 3 bottles in 3 days. Like,
Yeah.
good God, man.
That was like the hotel room for Whiskey Weekend Batch 4. He's like, we're killing this before we leave. Yeah. They
Dave,
did.
it's
They
9
did.
a.m. It's 9 a.m.
Right. We're headed to brunch. I'm not sure where you're going. But
And he made it happen. I was impressed. And then they rallied hard for that first night. That was impressed.
Oh yeah, because
Impressive.
Ian
That's
needed
what
a cork.
I need alpha
Yes.
brain.
Dave will get you a cork.
It's thesis, just so we
So-
all know.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
putting
get
it
it
out there.
right. If you're gonna get
'Cause
an
I don't want to
endorsement
get
deal,
sued
the
by
right
Alpha Brain
one.
for the way I'm acting. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna get our endorsement deals canceled.
Yeah, so the podcast
Oh.
just jumped in
I
and
was,
says,
I was going to say, someone catch Will up.
yeah, shoot him
Corey
late,
lost
catch
his
me up.
luggage. Yeah, Corey lost his luggage in Vegas.
I lost my luggage in Vegas. Ty and Troy are on tour with David Copperfield. Jason is taking a lion penis supplement, and Ian moved to the desert because it's very hot.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go.
Corey has not talked about Casey.
No, you're
yet.
right on time. You're right on
Yeah.
time, Will.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that's
that's
what we
what.
I think that's
We're
a great
diving
time to
into.
bring it up. You had a heck of a weekend.
I did. I spent most of it recovering from Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, he thinks he had a heck of a weekend. He's
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah. Will and Grease rolled into Kansas City. They were at a PBR event, not Pabst Blue Ribbon, Pro Bull Riders Association, which is funny that Grease claims he didn't know that was a thing, but that's funny. So Midwest, they do that here. So they have a big, huge team pro bull riding event at it used to be the Sprint Center, now T-Mobile Arena. So somehow those dudes got looped into being entertainment / talent / video for the group. So that was cool. So that hook up through Nashville that somehow got in Kansas City. So they were like, well, we're in Kansas City and we have Friday night available. It's like, sweet. So I grabbed my good friend Jamie Coons and we headed to Kansas City and picked him up at the airport and then rolled to downtown KC and hit up some Kansas City barbecue, little Jack Stack barbecue. Got to go burn ends and cheesy corn. That's your win at Jack Stack barbecue with a jalapeno cornbread, and they also do some grilled smoked wings as an appetizer. So when you're ready, come on.
Sounds good.
So we made that happen. Then we went to a little speakeasy, which was cool. It was in downtown. It was like a secret door, and you got to go to a counter at a hotel, and we had reservations to get in. You go downstairs, it's dark and ambient and cool, and they had a spot reserved where there's like couches and all this, which was super cool, right? But holy balls, it took forever to get a drink. I mean, forever to get a drink. So after a while, I think we just got mad and like cashed out and left. Went to the P&L, which is a Power and Light, is like a bar district. Pro tip: do dip the fries in the cheesy corn. Yeah. So and then we went to Power and Light district. Which is downtown Kansas City, across from the big arena downtown, and it's just a whole like 2-story, kind of like so an open air mall. You know how like all the stores kind of face the middle. It's like an open air bar district with 2 floors of bars and restaurant that all face an open area in the middle with a stage and stuff. So they do like watch parties and stuff. It's really actually super cool. So I don't think they were completely prepared for the amount that Cowboys drink, because they drank them out of a lot of booze. And what the Cowboys didn't drink, we tried to finish. And then it got a little fuzzy. So woke up the next morning, ate a couple Egg McMuffins and drank 2 or 3 Powerades and made it back to Wamego, and it wasn't good for shit the rest of Saturday. okay on Sunday. So it was a lot of fun to be out with that crew. I cannot pace myself at pegged speedometer speed much anymore. I gave it a hell of a run. But yeah, Power and Light was fun. We drank some dumb shit, man. Like it wasn't just whiskey. There was like a Vegas bomb at some point at McFadden's, and then like a 32-ounce plastic cup of beer. And then we ended up some other place, and we got like Miller High Life cans, because that's what they had. Like they were out of all kinds of beer, and Will bought another round of shots, which was SoCo and lime, and I was beyond needing SoCo. So, and that was after we had like beers at barbecue and some whiskey in between, and like cocktails at the speakeasy, and then piled beer and shots on top of it. And and then we got back to the hotel and we drank some more, or at least I was told we drank some more, and it was a good time. I hit 88 miles per hour at some point, and Doc Brown and I transported into the future, and it was okay.
I remember seeing at one point, "This is Whiskey Weekend Batch 5" or something like that. Was one of those threads. I was like, they're having a time.
Yeah, we were pretty tuned up. It was good. Kansas City's fine, and Will and Grease did go to work next week, and it was like 104, and they were working outside. So,
yeah.
I mean, anytime Will says we really did it, you know, like that was kind of like, they got after it.
Yeah, because I think they were drinking on the plane and everything else, so they
came in tuned up pretty good. But yeah, I know
there's a couple pictures of Patrick where looked like he was.
Patrick was pretty tuned up too.
Yeah.
Well, I think it looked like a different frequency the entire trip, just in the
different
background.
Frequency is a great way to put that.
They were just soaking in all of Kansas City and the Cowboys and the whole thing. I tried to tell him, I was like, listen, yeah, there you go. It's like, hey, if you stick around like Saturday night, this is if like you're into overserved like milfs wearing cowboy boots and tight jeans, like it was going to be a target rich environment in the P&L. So
target rich. It sounds what weekend next year? Spending time with Corey and Jamie was life-giving, and that's I think that's some of the truest words you could say.
Yeah,
I can second that.
I think Patrick has it figured out. Like he gets to go on. Yeah, Patrick's no. Well, you're wrong. Like Patrick has you both like bamboozled. Like he's like, I get to go on all these trips, do all the same things you guys do, but I'm behind the camera. Like he's just like, screw it. Like here we go. So I think he's got it figured out.
Every picture I saw of Patrick looked like he was a half a second away from his Matthew McConaughey impression.
Yeah. Well, I think that, yeah.
I think he was a half a second
Probably,
into
I'm
it.
sure
He was
probably.
already into it.
Yeah. I think the last photo out to the group went out at like 1:48 a.m. or something like that, and that was Miller High Life's out in the P&L, and it was. It was fun.
Patrick was half a second away from the Matthew McConaughey getting arrested playing the bongos naked most of that.
It could be. It could be.
And we started the night out at a Jack Stack for barbecue, and Jamie had like a Woodford Double Oak or something like that. I think I don't remember, something like that. Anyway, he ordered some whiskey. I was just drinking beer. But he ordered a double, and they brought, I swear to you, they brought over a rocks glass just full of bourbon, like within maybe a half inch of the top, just like poured like apparently their idea of a double bourbon was like, F it. And they just took a rocks glass and just poured it until it was full. And like, here you go. And set it on the table.
I saw a picture of that. It was kind of scary.
Check out the podcasters on Facebook, and I think Will posted that picture up. It's a solid pour.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy.
We have a request.
Oh, okay.
Tell them about the Uber driver.
So we're going to dinner. It's just not late. Like dinner was scheduled at like 8:30, right? They land at like 6:40. So I want enough time to get from the airport to downtown and change clothes, do whatever. So we get in an Uber at like 8:15. Like it's still daytime out, and a black minivan pulls up, and a dude with a ponytail and a beard and the whole whatever gets in and opens the doors, says like mumbles like some sort of a sentence at us, and I'm like, oh, this guy's high as shit. So we go ahead and get in the minivan. The five of us pile in, and as the doors close, it's like a dubstep concert, like like as we're just driving to dinner. I'm like, what the hell is? And it was loud. Like, like we're kind of staring at each other, like, what is really happening? I don't know if it was his intent to make sure that we didn't try to talk to him, which we weren't going to talk to Robert anyway. But holy hell, man, it was just like a lot of really loud dubstep, and it was super awkward. And the worst is when you then pull up in a black minivan in front of a fairly nice restaurant for dinner in a cool part of town called the Crossroads, and the doors to the minivan slide back, and it's like wah 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 as we're piling out like a bunch of idiots, people waiting to get in the restaurant. I'm like, well, we definitely made a freaking grand entrance there, so we're on the list. Thanks. We'll just go ahead and walk past all of it.
Now we know where Skrillex ended up.
It was a very Skrillex experience. It was wild, but it wasn't that was not representative of the normal Kansas City Uber experience. It was a little different. Usually it's, some dudes listening to country music, but it was different, but it's different.
That would make
the
sense. Tone. Nat's here. Nat's the best, I have to say. And not to change the subject quick, but she posts on all the pages. Like, she's the best. I'm so thankful for her and how much she throws our feet around and all that stuff. So thanks, Nat. We appreciate that a ton. And Conway backing up in the chat a little bit. He's killing a 2012 handy tonight.
Ooh.
And I think that bottle's been around the circles, hasn't it? Isn't that one where Eric and Dustin maybe got a flask or something like that? Or
I think he left samples of it on his porch or something.
Yeah, I think
been around.
I think there's a story about that. Wouldn't surprise me with that guy. What a good guy.
Conway, I'm going to need you to text me how that is. I happened to get one of those the other day, and I'd like to know whether I should open that or not. So
just on the back of the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I happened to get
just
it.
And if you're leaving flasks on the porch, I can be there in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Just control. You need a quality control sample.
That's right.
Absolutely.
A few tasting notes.
Wasn't that what Grease was throwing around at his party? Wasn't it one of those old handies too?
Grease always throws around.
I don't know.
handies.
There's
That's
a joke
nothing
there
new.
that
He might have been throwing handies
tried to
around.
tee you up. I tried to tee it up.
Appreciate you. I was going to let Troy go ahead and hammer that one over the fence.
Yeah.
We're the lowest common
Sometimes it's
denominator.
two
We'll take
handies. You know what I mean?
Oh, congrats.
The old double hander.
Those Ohio boys are different. That's for sure.
Yes. So definitely one of the best handies I've ever had.
it. So
Cash those chips, boys.
Oh, should I?
Oh
There we
gosh,
go.
no! Don't do it. You did it. Yep.
See, Nelly always goes too far.
Yep. All right,
Yeah,
we're shutting it down. We're done here.
Yeah.
There it is. I had COVID, so I left Dustin Eric a flask of it. Now that's it's like
Ah, there
couldn't
you
even
go.
have
He's
a
a
pour with
poor
him because he
freaking
wasn't up for it, and just drops the mic with a flask on the porch, which is pretty amazing.
that's
So
why Conway's one of the
how do you
greatest people out there.
acquire a 2012 handy
randomly.
randomly?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Plead
how
the
much.
fifth?
Well, how much I should say. So it was a raffle. I can say that much.
Yeah.
So it was a raffle. There's a guy in this group that I swear every time he posts something, like he posts a lot of like big boy bottles, and I don't play often, but when I do, it's legit. It's probably like 3 out of 4 times that I'll win whatever he posts. And so he had posted something and I entered it and I lost. And so I kind of gave him crap like, hey man, like that's not how this is supposed to work. Like when you post something, like I'm the magician, I win. Like that's how this works. And so he posted this 2012 handy and I was like, I'm not playing. Like I can't throw more money away. Like gambling's dumb, blah, blah, blah. And he tags me in it. And I'm like, all right, like, I'll play, but we better go back to this whole the magician wins thing. And sure enough, like Idaho Fireball hit. And yeah, I walked away with a 2012 handy for like $35. So
That's pretty
Son of
awesome.
a gun.
yeah. So, and all I posted was like, I'm glad things are back the way they're supposed to be. Like, you know.
Meanwhile, the rest of us are standing in the local liquor store staring at a 99 baller of fucking barrel bourbon going, well, do I pull the trigger or no?
The answer is no. Like,
Yeah,
correct.
Generally,
Generally.
go with the Wild Turkey 101 and call yourself.
That's where I'm at.
3 handles of Wild Turkey 101 and called myself a winner instead.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it last week, but I got hold of a wild turkey last week, and before Patty realized what I was doing, I had 2/3 of that thing gone before she got it away from me.
Woo!
Good night.
That sounds like a good night.
I was lucky enough to have a whiskey weekend haul size of whiskey that I was able to bootleg back to Wyoming.
Oh, I saw that. Like half
Yeah.
your trunk was full of
Your
booze.
Yeah,
whole
it's-
freaking
So
trunk.
everything. Well, first of all, there was a case of wine that we got when we were in Kansas, and then the other case was so all of the Oak and Thieves picks were all tied to the 3-chord. So 6 months of buying from Oak and Thieves all showed up at once. So I had 7 bottles of whiskey there. And then on the way back, just for fun, I drove through Park City, went to the 2 Park City stores, and I lucked out and I grabbed they had 1 bottle of Calumet 16. So I snagged that. And then the other store had 1 last bottle of the Blood Oath Packed 8. So I grabbed that. So it was quite a haul. And a case of pineapple hard cider to put on top of it. So,
Wait, pineapple?
yeah, prickly pineapple from Wider Cider.
It's
Prickly
foam.
pineapple.
That's the cherry on top. I'm telling
You
you.
know,
Is that
warm fire and some
whiter?
pineapple
Like-
cider.
Whiter cider or whiter? Like
Wider, WYDER.
Okay, there you go.
It's gluten free too. So,
Well, holy shit.
so yeah. So it was quite the haul.
Jason's going to late night, art markets
I know.
and
I love
buying
you. You have no
Pineapple
idea.
cider.
flavored hard
So
cider.
eclectic
He's like
right now.
aging backwards.
He's
No, I
gonna.
really am.
You need a man bun soon.
I could never
You
do
got
that.
the
Yeah.
flannel on. You need a man
Yeah.
bun, some skinny jeans.
Yep.
You're set.
You start wearing toques in the summertime. It's just to cover up the man bun. You'll be set.
You said a toque.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it-
so that you would know what I was talking about.
Oh, just for me?
Yeah.
Because recently I saw something and it's like, do you call it a toque? And I was like, yeah. And then they're like, no, it's a beanie. And I'm like, no, it's like just back and forth banter. So was that just for me, or do you always call it a
just for
toque?
you?
Okay,
I call it a toque because it's funnier.
I got you.
So yeah, it's a Bob and Doug McKenzie. So yeah,
Yeah.
funnier. Always go for funnier. Like that's
wow.
there should be
That's
your
not
rule in
funny.
life.
That's just life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in Kansas, it's funnier. So we're gonna go with funnier. Well, yeah, Jason is definitely going backwards. Middle of night art events,
Yeah.
hard
Yeah.
ciders.
He's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get flack for this one too. But my
Yes.
my hairstylist called me a freaking hipster. So
When you say
And I suffer.
hairstylist, do you mean barber?
Barber or
no,
stylist?
no, he's a stylist. I've been well, all three of the hairs on my head. So I don't technically it's not a style when you're cutting 7 hairs, but
Right.
I've,
But you also
I've been
recently
going to the
did you have a
same
beard guy
barber.
now too. Like you have
I have a beard guy, and yeah,
Yeah, you're
Troy is so
and,
pissed.
and,
I'm so
And I-
triggered right now.
and I have
Triggered.
here's the topper. I have an osseostu massage therapist. That's the one where they walk on your back.
Sounds like a cheese.
What was the
it's so
first
great.
word?
Osseostu.
I was like, that sounds
Shih-tzu.
what
Shih
that
Tzu.
sounds what-
That's
Teller?
awesome. What's
that's
that?
what Corey got in Vegas for $1.
It might have been. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it only
telling you,
cost $4. That was great.
best massage you ever had.
How do you find time to go to work?
I don't.
Right.
That's the best part of my
Between
job.
driving
is-
to Wyoming to pick up your stash and
cider.
stopping by your stylist before you go to the massages on the way to
Yeah.
your
Tell you.
pedicure.
On the way to the art exhibit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very fancy. It's very bougie, Troy. It's very bougie.
Yes.
Insult.
Massage bar, Jessica, you're awesome. She might even be
Wait,
listening.
massage
We talk about
bar?
it all the time. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Oh, if it's a bar,
That's
I'm
why I
in.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, I take it back. Never mind. We're
I'm
cool.
telling you. Well, I initially went. I'll go there. I initially went because it was one of those like bucket list moments. You see, people get the massage where they walk on your back. I'm like, I want to try it. It's the best massage I've ever had. I've been going.
I'm not
back
sure that that's where you're going
twice
with
a
that.
month.
I thought that you were going to place when you drive past a place that says massage bar, you're like,
Oh,
shit,
no.
I gotta
That
stop
too.
here and see what's
No.
going on.
Well, here's the yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I went and I've been twice a month for the last probably 2 years. It's saved my life.
I'm not trying to make a fat joke, but what's the size of these people that walk on your back? Because I'm guessing I can't do that for a living.
No. She's tall.
We like stomping a butthole on somebody.
She's like 5'11". She's pretty tall.
Hey, man,
Wow.
Conway.
It's cool because she has like these. Yeah. So
I'm sorry, there's just a lot of this I'm hearing for the first time. I
Yeah.
didn't know that this stuff existed in
we
the
would
world.
definitely kill someone. But no, it's yeah.
Some people
Because
are into it.
I'm a deep tissue guy. So
Listen.
I should seriously, when I go get like a deep tissue massage from like the conventional type. The poor,
like a regular masseuse.
yeah,
or
it's the poor
not
girl
the-
like
not the walking
massaging
on you
like
masseuse?
a prize hog. It's like hard as hell. So
Can we mute him for a minute? I'm gonna die. Got a heart condition.
well, you know,
right.
so this way, it's just great. Let's just say.
Oh man, this is
gold.
Yeah.
wow. We have 9
so
people
far.
still watching. This is fantastic.
So
I'm crying.
do we have
I don't know how we-
like our own on the road episode now? Like the
Yeah.
flannel panel goes to the massage bar.
Oh, I'm
like
telling
get,
you.
get a,
I'm
get a
telling
video
you,
guy.
it's gonna happen.
That could be a fun thing though. We all go to different ones and see what the result is from everybody's. Maybe
I don't even know
maybe
where
not.
you go in Ohio. It's not that fun.
Sorry,
wow.
Jessica.
Yeah. So here, without exactly, Cody, without context, here's how that conversation goes at my house. No. I'm just going to this massage parlor because we're filming it for the internet. It'll be with my friends. It'll be
It's
fine.
natural.
It'll be fine. It's
It's
fine.
natural.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll
my
get
gosh.
Jason to text you.
As
to
long as there's
prove
no like
it's actual
2012
text.
handies involved, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
And
All
the
right,
funny
boys.
thing is, Nat has been silent on this whole thing. She was chiming in on everything.
Oh, Nat knows
And
her.
when we needed her,
Nat, Jessica actually goes to Nat's psychological events, so they're friends.
Mhm.
I gotta stop. Okay. EDC. Didn't we say that was on the thumbnail?
I don't remember what the thumbnail was.
Wait, lessons from the water cooler. I think that was just it.
Well, I think we maxed out the
the
water
water
cooler
cooler's
already.
done. It's tapped. It's fully tapped. Yeah.
Yeah, we made it all the way through the water cooler.
I think we spend too much time worrying about what the theme's going to be.
I think so too. Yeah.
Whiskey Wednesdays might work.
Yep. Live on the Flannel panel. More bullshit happens. Ta-da!
I think that's it.
I don't know how we top this at this point.
Wow.
Like, Jason just
I mean, if people can make it through the first half hour, I mean, that second half hour is gold. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
You
you're
need to
not
put those timestamps on here.
Yeah. You're like, listen, this is when it gets good. Like, just pretend the first 15 to 20 minutes is the brought to you by our sponsors portion of every other podcast that you fast forward right through and then jump to the midpoint.
That's true. I mean, we haven't even got to just a tip.
Jason did.
Jason has Corey beat me.
Oh shit.
Corey's reflexes are faster. He started with PBR.
That's true. You've been drinking shark repellent all night.
I'm
I'm on the kill train with this 8.5 bad.
Do it.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
you got her whipped.
Dangerously
it's
close.
done.
yeah, here it
That
is.
stuff's getting, that's been a couple years. It's probably due to be.
It was
killed.
getting low too, so I was worried about what one of these wasn't this the cork pop gate or
Yes.
whatever it is, cork pop gate.
Someone that got left in Grease's trunk or car or whatever. Got
They
too
blew
hot.
the corks off, and
It's fine.
If it's
Yeah.
not obvious, I've put a pretty good dent in the
yeah.
in the bedboard.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of blowing your corks out.
I didn't want to go there for. I didn't want to bring it back, but you did.
You should have a lady walk on your back.
Telling you.
Yeah, gives a whole new meaning to blowing your corks out. It's it's fine. It's fine. So that was when those came out again. That was back when that was the bourbon cheat code was finding the Knob Creek single barrels because they were in every damn liquor store and they were like 13, 14 years old.
And I picked this up when I met you and Jason.
Yeah.
That was the event.
Southern Whiskey Society, right?
Yeah, 2019.
It was a time. That was the last time I got super loaded late at night and bought airline tickets.
That's true.
I need to fix that.
Hey, speaking of airline tickets, have you bought airline tickets to
No,
Colorado
I'm
yet?
a terrible person. I priced them the other day, so I keep finding stuff. So I'm supposed to go out and go see Ty to go fishing, right? So everything I find has got like a 6-hour freaking connection, which super frustrating. So
You're coming to the middle of nowhere. I live
know.
where
I know.
it's like flying to Wamego. Like you can't just do it.
I know.
Just fly into Salt Lake. I'll get you there.
Oh,
You can be drunk when you get to Colorado.
Well,
I don't need a lot of excuse to get to go to Grand Junction. So
and a new option has entered the chat. So I have a whiskey event the night before for the
like on
Big
the
Brother, Big
Thursday,
Sisters
right?
on Thursday, yeah. So like right now, the easiest way to do it is flying, unfortunately, out of Wichita. So my current plan, should I decide to pull this one off, would be to finish the whiskey event, but stay clear of beveraging, like host the whiskey event, then drive to Wichita to catch a 5:45 a.m. flight that would fly to Denver and then to Montrose to be there by noon.
What,
You could sleep
what
on
day?
Thursday.
What date is the
On
fishing
Friday?
trip start?
Friday, yeah.
Mm.
What day
Otherwise,
is the
it's
trip?
like fly out at noon and get there at like 9 p.m. on Friday, which is a major bummer. So
Is it the 10th?
Is this the Taylor trip?
It is the Taylor trip. Yeah.
You gotta go.
listen,
Yeah, there it is.
Dad, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
working on it.
Done.
Yeah.
He's doing it. We'll stay on a little late tonight. Corey, pour something else. And we've been here before and made it work. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not super scared of it. I'll make it. But yeah, it's more the connect. Like some of the other flights, if I fly out of Kansas City, I can fly out at a little bit normal time, but they have like a 5-hour layover in Denver, which is dumb because I could land in Denver and get in a car and drive there in less than 5 hours. So that's you know what I mean? Like that doesn't make sense.
What's the date? You guys
Clint's
going?
seen you recently and said there's a 4.5 hour layover. There's no other way.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And that's
Yeah.
got a solution.
So, yeah. I'm chairing the event, so that doesn't work super
Yeah.
well. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
You will.
Jason, he'd be flying into you on October 7th. But
I am.
you don't
I am
have
off that weekend.
you
Just
you
putting
don't
it
have
out
to
there.
drive to Junction. You have to drive like 8 hours from you. Just FYI.
Oh, okay.
I'm all for you. Like you could just come and stay and hang out. Like
Maybe.
we'll figure it out. But
Fish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or just drink. I don't care.
That's really what I'm best at, just so you know. Like my job on the boat is to drink, tell jokes. Like that's, and occasionally I catch a fish, and that's the win for me. Last time when we were in Tanacomo, the fish I caught was the biggest fish, which was just more of a fluke than anything else. But my job is to keep people entertained on the boat. So
Perfect.
I love it.
I got
And
a
you're gonna-
boat. You
gonna
can
go.
sit on.
It's going to happen. After we go offline, we'll just make Corey chug a bunch of whiskey and he'll buy some tickets and it's done. It's done. We've been here. All right. Do we have any just the tips for the evening?
yep.
What do you got?
So if you haven't seen, so listen, the last Predator movies have been terrible.
Okay.
But Prey is the new one that got directly released to Hulu this weekend.
Yeah.
And it's like Comanche Indian, like it's goes backwards in time, right? And it is killer. It is so
that
good.
It's
Very
been
good.
like almost played 3 times for me, but I've
It's
I've
so
just
good.
got busy.
Pull
So
the
good.
trigger. It's good.
So
Yeah.
good. So good. There's also a dub, Cherokee. Maybe that's it. I don't.
Mhm.
Anyway, I did not watch, but there is an Indian language dub of like the Native American overdub. So
cool.
that the conversations are actually in their native language, which is wild. So the fact that they did that, but just from a pure movie standpoint, if you like suspenseful action, kind of like I don't know if it's as good as the first Predator movie, but it's right there. So it's kind of like the whole Top Gun Maverick was like right here. Same thing. Predator, Prey, like
Yeah.
right there. It's really good. Really good.
I second that.
Who
And also-
be?
Oh, nice.
Ayo.
I actually, if you want to go to the theater, I went and saw Bullet Train, the new
Oh yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, that looks cool.
It's the most fun movie I've seen in a very long time.
So I heard it described as John Wick on a train, but with jokes. Is that accurate?
It's very similar to that. It's the same director from Deadpool 2. So you get that same Deadpool 2
Gotcha.
kind of sarcasm.
All right.
And the conversations are hilarious. The cast is amazing. There's some absolutely crazy cameos. And I'm going to go see it again this weekend. It's one of those it's just a fun movie. I mean, it's not it's it's definitely earns its R rating. It's definitely bloody, but not over the top. Well, I guess it depends on in my point of view, which is
You have a little bit of a skewed point of view.
I do
though,
have it
so,
skewed.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
Comes with the job, I think.
there's
but,
body
yeah.
parts and stuff. So it's if it's about Deadpool 2 level
body
of
parts and
gore.
stuff.
Yeah. and that and the without giving too much another way, Brad Pitt plays this hitman that's kind of into his self-improvement, and Nat laughed the entire time because he spits out all these psychological quotes that Nat still uses today. She'll spout them out. It's funny as
So
hell.
super in her wheelhouse then as
Yeah.
well from the dialogue standpoint.
I've never seen Nat actually laughed out loud in the theater. He looked at one of the villains and goes, "The narcissism on this one is untreatable," and she just rolled over laughing.
That's awesome.
So anyway, it's very good. 5 stars.
Love it. Troy, you got something for just the tips?
Well, I don't know if any of you guys have watched Peaky Blinders over the last few years, but the new season just came out. I just binged that this week. It's pretty good. I was under the impression, though, that it was like wrapping up the series. And I guess now they're going to do a movie for like the final installment. So I was a little disappointed that there's still some cliffhangers left. But do you guys watch that by any chance?
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I've been told I need to watch it multiple
Super
times.
British, right?
But
Yes. Yeah. But good.
Irish Gypsies.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's
Yeah. So, Troy, that's my like on an airplane show. So I'll download all the episodes and then I watch it when I'm flying. Well,
Okay.
left off on the new season when the treatment for his daughter work. I'm trying not to be too like, exposed here. And so I just came back yesterday. I watched an episode. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that's what happened. I was like it's all emotional and dramatic.
Yeah.
Your internet made that so dramatic. It was fantastic. Yeah.
And welcome to Ohio.
Right?
Dang it.
It avoided the spoilers though because of that. So
Yeah. Cody likes it, and
I'm
that.
I'm a huge fan of Tom Hardy, and that role that he plays in Peaky Blinders is
Yeah.
one of my favorite.
Tom Hardy's in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he just will not die.
He's great. He plays the head of the Jewish gang in London, and it's awesome.
Head of the okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
So, but it's I've always been a fan of his.
So I have
All right.
one random music one. If you're down for that, last Friday they came out with a tribute album to John Anderson. He's a country artist. He sang like Seminole Wind and Straight Tequila Night and that kind of stuff. So very 90s country, very cowboy country. But the tribute album is like serious heavy hitters. Like Eric Church sings Mississippi Moon and Luke Combs sings Seminole Wind. And but Ashley McBride is on there, does Straight Tequila Night. And Sturgill Simpson is on there and he sings When It Comes to You. Like it's cool, man.
Who sings Swingin'?
I'm sorry, what?
Who sings Swangin'?
Swangin'? Swangin' is not on there.
Really? That was his biggest hit.
So I think Seminole Wind would argue with you, but that was it's a cool record. So it was fun. That way it came out Friday and we did a little sneak preview of it over on the country station here in Kansas. So
Speaking of under the category of I can't believe I'm that old, I just downloaded the 30th anniversary remaster of House of Pain. The rap.
just to get Jump Around?
Yeah, pretty much. They're all remastered. I like said I was a fan. It was in the 90s, 30 years ago. So yeah. Jump Around and Shamrocks and Shenanigans, all that fun stuff.
Sweet. Ty, you got something?
Yeah, since we did music, there's some music one here. I'll throw this out, and this is small town dude that is still breaking up. Corey's shaking his head.
There you
Yeah,
go. Now you're back.
better now. You're better now.
I hope so. So this is small town, but dude that deserves to make it big. There's a guy local to us named Cousin Curtis. Does some like root stop music. Jason's on that Taste Spring event. He was up in Telluride last weekend, the weekend before. And I mean, I've seen a ton of musicians through my stuff, and I would say easily on one hand, I could count the people that I'm like, oh, he's got what it takes. And I would put him on that list of like someone no one knows about, but if the right person hears about him, he'll make it. So Cousin Curtis. Cousin Curtis. Yeah.
I agree 100%. And on top of
it's
that,
like,
go ahead.
oh, it's like root stomp is what he calls his music. It's like heavy bluegrass, super danceable. Yeah, he's phenomenal. So
Cool.
yeah,
and I'll just
check
say,
out Cousin Curtis.
He's the kind of guy, after meeting him at Taste of Spring, he's the kind of guy that you want to see succeed. He is a really cool dude.
Amen.
So
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I'm not sure if this is late, but Kill Billish, I thought.
Oh,
Is that
maybe
for
yeah,
the
I'll get you that.
The-
Yeah,
the train.
for Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Got you.
Bullet
Yeah,
Train.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my just the tip is relevant to Ty because we just got some pretty cool Patreon stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to show him a new
Oh,
router.
And if you haven't checked 8 Times Up on Instagram or Patreon or anything like that, they are sending some of the coolest stuff. I noticed Corey.
Oh,
just
yeah,
had-
you're winning the swag game, and it's not
Yeah.
even close by.
Corey just had that mug. Maybe throw that up there. And did you see the magic trick that he pulled off with that?
Oh, I had a PBR cooling in it.
Yeah, and pulled
Using
out a beer.
using
Just
it
it
as
was
a cooler
magic.
to
Like
pull
the
beer out
magic
of.
rubs off of Ty and goes to Corey.
Nat stole mine and uses it to insulate her Starbucks in the morning.
Yeah,
She puts the Starbucks inside of the mug, and it's perfect fit.
Yeah, but that
the
carry-all
coolest
is killer.
Yeah, the coolest stuff. And so that's 8 Times Up on Instagram and
8 Times Up
YouTube.
Outdoors.
That's right. Yeah, and on YouTube and Patreon. Check it out. And it's like one of the easiest Patreons you can do because Ty just knocks it out of the park. You get these random packages taped up with the 8 times tape, and you're like, yes, let's go. Yeah, so check that out.
It's like we really suck at making videos, but we're pretty good at supporting the people that have bought in so far.
I feel like it's a win.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm all in. So very cool stuff. Very cool. What do you guys got going on in the next little bit? Next week, I'm not available, so I'm not sure what's going to happen, who's around or whatnot. I got a pretty fun event that I'll tell you guys about when I get back. But yeah, what's up for the next week or two with you guys?
Next Friday or next Wednesday, I'm out. I'm recording with JB, their Bible and Bourbon podcast. I filled in a church right around July 4th and gave I'm not a pastor, and it's not a sermon. It's a Jesus TED Talk when I'm there, but it was about anxiety. So, and they asked me to be on their podcast, so we're recording that next Wednesday.
It was great.
Very cool.
I watched that one. Corey speaks it from the heart and just speaks the truth, and I really appreciate it.
It's just me working out my shit at the front of the building, so it's not. And if somebody else gets something out of it, like, awesome. So
pretty sure it hits pretty hard though.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Well, that's another thing. Check out JB's YouTube channel, pretty much, and they have a Patreon as well that you can jump on. So, JB's Bible and Bourbon, I believe it is, and JB and Rob do a great stuff, and Nat has something awesome, which she is going to be jumping on after the symposium. I think we're going to do a recap with her.
Oh, I'd like to hear about that. Yeah,
100%. She's doing a women's symposium later this month with the Bourbon Women's Symposium. I'm not sure what it's. Jason,
I've
you want to tell
it
us
the
about that?
symposium. That's
Just say exactly.
It's a play on words.
Oh, I like that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a really cool Women of Whiskey convention. She's going to be there for 4 days. She leaves on Wednesday the 23rd, and she's there all the way through the weekend. They have great panels, experiences. I know she has a dinner at Peggy No Stevens' house where they have
Wow.
a private dinner.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And there's a lot of the industry. It's kind of a whiskey centric, more industry oriented symposium to get to build the women in the industry.
When Nat is working for Jim Beam a month from now, like how much free time are you going to have, and will you have to move to Kentucky?
Possibly. That's the nice thing about Nat's job is it's universal. So no, but she's really excited. She's meeting some friends there from the podcast, and I'm excited to hear about it myself. I'm dropping her off. I think she leaves like 4 a.m. on Wednesday, so I'm taking her to the airport, and
You'll be drunk by noon.
well, drunk by noon. Absolutely.
That's so exciting. It's gonna be awesome to hear, and she'll jump on this when she gets back, I think. and-
Absolutely.
and we'll get a recap of all of her fun shenanigans she gets up to, and that'll be awesome. Troy, what about you? Anything? You've been on vacation a lot this last little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm finally back to work, so that sucks. But
Wow.
no, I don't have anything planned here in the next few weeks. I just got
And
to
you were a
keep
man
my
of
head
leisure
down.
for like a month.
Yeah, I was between vacations and stuff. I was off for about a month there, so
You were
I'm
gone
just trying
so
to keep my
long,
head
the
down and
Amish
get
were
back
fitting
into
you
my
for a hat.
and plus our house is still under construction, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the Stone Ages around here.
Did you come home after they tried to recruit you for a barn raising?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
shit.
What's happening?
That's somebody calling me to tell me to shut up. But
No, it's coming from inside the house.
That's I love it. Well, you can find us all around the Instagrams. I think that's the best place to kind of chat about it, chat with us or whatnot. Flannel Panel Streams, Troy's doing a great job with that. CD Reeves, check out the painting. Look at that beautiful thing behind him.
beautiful.
You can buy it for about 10 grand.
I will definitely sell it for that.
I was like,
Um,
current bid is at least 1,800 because I'll outbid Jason any day for that
Yeah.
one, so.
Fair enough.
So it's going up. Check out his paintings. It's some awesome stuff. Ty Gallenbeck tonight. It's that Instagram handle rotates through the few or multiple that he has.
Yeah.
But again, check out 8 Times Up and The World in My Glass. Check out Jason. He's gonna be posting that bar up. I hope soon because I'm really
Yes.
excited to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Jason, you wanna shut it down tonight?
We don't know.
Right,
Oh,
Troy,
wait.
interrupt.
that was great.
It's like I panicked, and then I just started spouting other show phrases.
I've listened to this one an awful lot. I think this is the end.
Yeah. This is end. Go home. You're drunk.
Oh well.
Oh,
Well,
and
that's
stay
actually not-
stay buttoned up. How's
There you
that?
Is that it? There we go. There we go. Until next time, stay buttoned up. Cheers, everyone.
See ya.